Season 3 replica builds are out now, so you know what we gotta do. So the first thing we're gonna start off on is PG13 Paul George. So this is the deal. This is how I do things. I'm gonna show you how to make the regular replica build, but we all know the regular replica builds, they kind of unusable. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna buff it and switch some of the stats around, and we're still gonna get the name. Don't worry, we're still gonna get the PG13 name, but the stats is gonna be different. The stats is gonna be better. Right off the back, you need to make his handedness right, and the jersey number is 13. It's PG13. You gotta make the jersey number 13. It's not gonna work if you don't make it 13. The height is going to be 6'8". The weight is going to be 220 pounds. Wingspan is 7'2", and the body shape doesn't matter, but for the sake of the video right here, we're gonna go compact. So I thought Paul George was 6'9". I ain't gonna lie. I just thought that. You know, I don't even care anymore. But yeah, 6'8", 220 pounds. So when I get to the stats, I'm gonna show you the original stats first, right? And then at the end, we're gonna, you know, get into the buff stats. So right here, you guys can see the close shot is 82, right? I'm gonna explain everything and what I found out throughout my whole process, because this is, you know, after commentary, so I gotta show you guys the whole process. So the driving dunk is 86, so it means you can get gold limitless takeoff, which is so important to your build. I cannot express to you how pivotal that badge is to your ability to score the ball. You know how important that is for you and your player and your ability to dunk the ball. So we're gonna get into that later. The standing dunk is a 47. The post control is a 72. Now we're gonna get into the shooting. The shooting is it's alright. The shooting is alright. The shooting is good on this build. Like, you got an 83 mid range. You got an 85 3-pointer. You got an 80 free throw. You know. You got a passing accuracy of a 70, which I ain't gonna lie. I do wanna buff the passing accuracy of us. A 70 passing accuracy is kind of crazy. I could do it at 75, but 70 is kind of pushing it. So you guys can see, like, the Spiegel ball doesn't really matter, it's 75, but the ball control is 89, which we're gonna leave it there. Like, why would we touch the ball handle? It's at an 89, you get Hall of Fame quick first step. We're gonna leave it there, of course. We're not gonna touch that. The defense, is actually looking pretty solid. You know, you got a 72 interior defense, 87 perimeter defense. The steal is an 85, which is enough to get a silver glove. I'm probably not gonna touch that. I don't gotta see if I can, but if I can't, I would like to leave that alone, because you get silver glove, that's pretty good. You're not gonna get gold glove until you hit like a 94 steal, so you know, at that point it's just numbers. You know, the block is a 47. Listen, there's something I have to tell you about the block, but just wait. So the rebounding is a 58 for you can see right here. That's pretty solid. The speed 75, solid. 77 acceleration, solid. The strength is a 70, which is really solid. The vertical is an 80, solid. The stamina is a 90, solid. So these are all the original stats right here. It's a pretty solid replica build, bro. But there's some things about it that I can tweak and make slightly better, and we're gonna go over that right now. So let's go ahead and just confirm everything so you guys can see it works. Okay, so here's the takeover and everything. I just chose whatever PG's playstyle is, ankle breaking shots for primary takeover. That man can play defense. He can do everything. We'll just put spot up precision for the secondary. Fucking man, he can shoot limitless. He can drive. You know. So honestly, this is what we want to see. We want to see Eddie Jones, Jaylen Brown, and Devin Vassell, and then we'll get PG13 as the replica build. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys all the statistics and everything that you can and can't change on this build, and what stats you can and can't go under, and then we're gonna determine what we need to change. But I'm gonna show you the whole process, by the way. I'm gonna show you the whole process of me figuring all this stuff out. Just follow. So here we are back at the builder. So honestly, first you want to find out which category you can't really change, because when you're dealing with replica builds, there's always that 1 or 2 categories that you absolutely cannot touch. And in this case, we're gonna find out if it's whether finishing, shooting, playmaking, or defense, or physicals. So right here, it's obvious that it might be finishing. Finishing might be that one category that we cannot touch. Now there's always that category that you can touch, and that's what you're gonna base your buff on. So if I could take up my or down my shooting, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just trying everything. I'm putting it back to how it was. We're gonna do our physicals now. I want to see if you can touch physicals, which I probably don't want to touch anyway because it's so good. Like, the physicals are nice, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you don't really want to go below a 90 stamina. You guys can see it didn't work again. You guys don't want to go below a 90 stamina because that's when it starts to get rough. You don't want to go below really like a 75 speed because then it starts to get sluggish. So it's really perfect right here. You don't want to go underneath, like, you don't want to take none of these stats down, or else it's probably going to be a nerf. So right here, we took down the close shot. You guys can see the close shot is at 81. I was just fiddling around with everything to see what I can and can't change. And I'm going to tell you something. Just a second. But look, you see, I can't even bring my close shot down 1. I can't even bring it down 1, and I'm not even gonna get the build. That's how sensitive it is. So let me tell you how to fix that. So follow along, fellas. For this replica build, right, you cannot touch the finishing, right? You can't touch the finishing at all, nearly at all, I'm trying to tell you. So when it comes to the shooting, you can touch the shooting, but only the mid-range, and it can't, well, I don't know if it can or can't go below an 80 because that's the lowest I went, but I want an 80 mid-range for this build. I don't want to go below an 80 mid-range, right? So for the playmaking, you can touch the passing accuracy, and I love that because that's what we're going to base our build off, right? We're going to touch the passing accuracy and the defense a little bit. You can touch the defense as well. So the playmaking, you could touch. I'm not going to take anything down, of course. I'm going to leave it or try to buff it. And I'm probably going to take a little bit of shooting and distribute it with my defense. You guys can see my defense, right? I'm going to try to put my passing accuracy up in my interior defense. So right here, I tried to confirm it, right? But if you guys notice, I took the layup down too. You cannot touch the layup. You can't touch the close shot. And I'm not touching my dunking. So you really can't touch the finishing at all. Right, the layup and the close shot have to stay both at 82. You cannot buff or nerf something based off of the finishing. It has to be the shooting, right? That's most likely I'm gonna take down because I'm not taking down. What am I gonna take down in playmaking? My ball handle and lose the Hall of Fame quick first step. I'm not really gonna take down my, my speed with ball because it's at a 75, fellas. You guys still need your dribble styles. You still need your dribble styles, and I'm definitely not taking on my passing accuracy. So if anything, that passing accuracy is going to get buffed. So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit and tell you guys how I came up with what I came up with, and you're gonna be surprised about how my progress, bro. You're gonna be surprised. Just watch. This is key to the build, fellows. The block stat itself can't go below 47, and it can't go above 48. So if it goes below 47, you won't get the build name. And if it goes above 48, you won't get the build name. It's that sensitive. So it has to say either 47 or 48. And you have to work with that on defense, right? So you could take down something and get this. You got to take down your block. You could take down the block to 47 or 48 and still get the build. So let me show you guys something else about the defense. So the rebounding, look at the defensive rebounding. It absolutely can't go above a 59. And you're going to see me try to do it right here and test it out. You're going to see it doesn't work, right? Of course, you guys can see my perimeter defense. It's at 86 now because I don't need Menace on Hall of Fame. Menace is probably a useless badge anyway. So I put down that and put my interior defense up to a 75, right? So let's just fix all the rest of the stats. You guys can see this is not going to work, by the way. I'm just showing you how it's not going to work. So you guys can see I got PG, which you can't get in the shades of screen or else it's not going to work. We have to still get the two-way three-point shot creator. And to get the 2.3-point shot creator, the two-way three-point shot creator. So remember, I took down the perimeter defense to an 86. That's what probably did it. That's what probably took away the two-way. So you want the two-way name back. So we're going to have to raise the interior defense. And to do that, we're going to have to take down the block or something. And we're going to have to work with it. So boom, this is everything I know so far, right? The passing accuracy has to go up still. The defense, I'm still on the defense. The block cannot go above a 48, right? The rebounding, defensive rebounding, can't go to a 60. It can't go to a 60, right? So look at this tweak right here. Right here, you can see on the screen, right? I took down my mid-range to an 81, and that allowed me to put my passing accuracy at a 75, and we need that at a 75. We're not going to the park with a 70 passing accuracy, mind you, right? So let's just see if we could take down our mid-range to an 81, and it's going to work, mind you. We gotta see. You guys will see it work, right? You guys will see it work. So that's huge, by the way. That means we could touch the mid-range. I'm not touching the three-pointer. I'm not going below an 85. Then it starts to get a little hard to shoot, and we don't want that. We want to make our builds as overpowered as possible. So right here, you guys can see it. I'm gonna play with it even more. Fuck the 81. We're going 80, right? Mind you, we're already at a 75 passing accuracy. I don't want to touch that no more, for real. You know, we can put up our speed with ball, but it really doesn't do us any justice. Now look at the interior. Look at the interior, fellas. We can get that to a 79. Oh my god, a 79. Let's take our free throw back to an 80. Boom! That's an 80 interior. Watch. That's an 80 interior. We just take our free throw down to an 80. We got an 80 free throw and an 80 mid-range. Boom! Like, look, fellas. Oh my god, we got an 80 interior now on PG. An 80 interior. All we had to do for real was take down the shooting. So now we got +5 to our passing accuracy, +8 to our interior. And we only lost, the only thing we lost, mind you, is 3 points to our mid-range. And what else do we lose? 1 to our perimeter. Right? That's the only thing we lost. We gained more than we lost. We didn't even touch finishing. Only thing we lost was a few stats. And look how much we got in return. If y'all gotta call me the god of this shit, bro. I think this is the best PG replica build on YouTube. Because you guys gotta figure out how I did all this. Like, it took me like an hour or two to come up with everything. The defense is up. The shooting is still elite. The finishing is still elite. Mind you, I touched what I could and I didn't touch what I couldn't. Mind you, 86 dunk. You need that for goal limitless takeoff. Limitless takeoff is the most important finishing badge in the game. It takes your build from dunking like, let's say Tyler Hero to prime Russell Westbrook. That's how important that badge is. I didn't really want to take down my 3-point to an 84 because 85 is that that sweet spot for the 3. You guys know how it is. You guys don't want to take it out, but you don't want it too high of a mid-range. You know, I took the mid-range out to an 80. Everybody can live with an 80 mid-range. 80 is doable. Free throws are hella easy. If I could take that bitch down to a 75 or a 70, I would. You know, free throws are so easy to time. So, passing accuracy, a 75 is doable, especially because you're not going to be the main ball handler. I didn't want to do y'all with a 70, bro. Like, come on, bro. 70 is kind of crazy. 75, you could still get your rocks off. You know, ball handle, 89, Hall of Fame quick first step. I don't need to say anymore. 75 speed with ball, you get your dribble styles. I don't need to say anymore. Interior defense is important on a 6'8" because you're still going to be guarding those 6'9", mind you. You're going to be guarding those 6'9", 6'10". You're going to be guarding the big man. You're going to have to be guarding the point guards too. And every point guard is 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". You need the interior defense. The perimeter defense, as long as you get silver clamps, you're good. Trust me. In this game, as long as you get silver clamps, you're good. Menace doesn't work. I can't believe Menace doesn't work. Yeah, Menace really doesn't work, man. I promise you. You don't need Menace. Still 85 Hall of Fame glove. Block it. It's what it is. You're rebounding. Your vertical is going to help with your rebounding. So I don't think too much into that. Your vertical is going to help. And your physicals, it is what it is. It's perfect. So those are all the important stats, right? You don't, mind you, I told you I didn't want to take down my physicals because when you take it down from a 75, like, it starts to get a little sluggish. I know y'all don't like that. So these stats are really perfect for a Paul George replica build, bro. They're perfect. What can go wrong now? So to take over, you do whatever the fuck you want with that, nigga. I don't give a fuck. But anyway, let me know if you guys like this video. Probably next I'll do Mellow, and I'm thinking about making a replica build myself. So let me know which one you guys want me to make. So far, the J.R. Smith replica build is in the lead, but if you guys have any other suggestions, leave it down in the comment section below. And man, tell me if this is the best PG build you've seen thus far. And I think it is. If it is, share the video.